Hello everyone, welcome to Infigon Talks. My name is Shubham and I'll be the host for today's interview. So Infigon Talks is a part of Infigon Future's flagship program where mentors from various institutes motivate and inspire aspiring students across the country. So today, we have Mr. Bhavay Agarwal. He's a student at Shri Ram College of Commerce, University of Delhi. He's a rank holder in Chartered Accountancy with All India rank of 21 and runner-up at World Bank's Student Challenge organized by IIM Lucknow. He's also the winner of Bulls and Bears, a trading simulation competition organized by IIT Delhi. Hello, Mr. Bhavay. Welcome to Infigon Talks.
Thank you, Shubham. Thank you for the introduction.
Yeah, we are honored and excited to have you here with us. So let's dive into the questions right away. Cool?
Sure, let's start.
Yeah. So as you are in one of the prestigious colleges of India, that is SRCC. So how did you manage to get into this college and what was the preparation and all of it?
So starting off, it all started back in class 10. So we all had to make a decision about which stream we are going to choose, whether it would be commerce, non-medical. So from starting only, it was the choice for me was between commerce and non-med. So there were only two things that made me choose commerce over non-med. So the first was my love for numbers and the field of finance as a whole, which for me was restricted to stock markets only back in class 10. And second was SRCC. So I was, researching about what all opportunities that we have after going into the field of commerce. So I came to know about this institution, SRCC. So I choose commerce. On the very first day, my accountancy teacher asked, what do you want to do? After 2 years, why have you chosen commerce? So my answer was, I want to get into SRCC. So after this, my dream was open to all the people in the class. And, when you dream very high, there are a lot of people that, taunt you about your dream, that you have to go into SRCC. Things will not go right. If you do this way, you are scoring, 85 or 90, you will not be able to match the cutoff of SRCC. So the next 2 years went by like this. So I did no tuitions till class 10. And in class 11th and 12th, I also did the same thing. I thought the formula worked for me till class 10. So why not the same thing in 11th and 12th? So the next 2 years went by. I listened with rapt attention in the classes, did my homework, whatever the teachers gave me, and prepared for the term exams on a regular basis as and when they came. So, and before the class 12 final exams, I gave mocks and all, and that was all. That's how it worked out for me.
Okay, that's amazing, amazing. Okay, so like always, the follow-up question is, what made you choose CA? Like, was it your choice or you went with the flow, or do you happen to have any family background?
So actually, the answer is a little bit mixed. So, as I already told you, my love for numbers and the field of finance as a whole. So I felt chartered accountancy is something that will, help me satisfy the thirst of this field of finance. It will help me deep dive into it and maybe make a career out of it 5 years down the line. So that was one of my intrinsic motivation to choose chartered accountancy as a course. Additionally, my father wanted to become a chartered accountant when he was of my age. But there were certain financial conditions and, unfortunate incidents in my family, which forced him to move in from a small town in Haryana to Delhi, take up some job to financially support his family. So it was like the answer is a mix of both: intrinsic motivation, my love for numbers, and extrinsic motivation, a dream that my father saw for himself, but he could not make it. So yeah, that's.
Wow, that's really great. So you also happen to be all India rank holder in CA Foundation. That's 21. That's really great. And you have scored almost 90 plus marks in almost every subject in CA intermediate as well. So what all preparation went behind achieving such good scores?
A lot of preparation went behind all these types of things. So what will I do? I will tell you my daily schedule when I went to the college. So, I joined CA Foundation coaching around 1 month before joining SRCC. So the timings were very flexible back then because I had the whole day and I had to go to coaching only for 2 to 3 hours. So it was pretty okay. It was kind of manageable. But when I went into SRCC, there were a lot of opportunities available. So I enrolled myself. I gave the interviews of 4-5 societies. So I was a part of 4-5 societies in Shri Ram College of Commerce. Along with that, I had to, give CA Foundation in 4-5 months after joining college. So my schedule went like I left for college at around 7 in the morning, reached college around 8 to 8:15. I had my first class at 8:30. Till around 3, I indulged in classes, society activities. We had meetings regarding what all initiatives we need to take up, how do we need to move ahead with the entrepreneurial project that I was a part of. So around till 3 or 4, all these things went in meeting and classes. And at around 3 to 3:30, I left college, leave college from metro. It took around 1 to 1.5 hours to reach home. But, my CA foundation coaching started from 4 and went till 8 in the night. So most of the times I did not have time to go back home. So straight from the metro, I went to the coaching. I had my lunch there while watching the classes, which were recorded for the regular college student. And around 8 to 8:30 in the night, I used to reach back in my house, have some dinner. After that, if there were college assignments to do, some society research work to do, and also self-study in order to prepare for the exam. So my day essentially went from 7 in the morning to around 12 to 1 in the night. So the same schedule I followed for the next 4 to 5 months till my CA foundation exams came up. So that was all about All India Rank 21.
Wow, that's amazing journey. That's fantastic to know as well about it. And so looks like it's not only about the preparations, but also about the motivation and boosts that go into behind the morale, right?
Right.
Yeah. So for going up to the next question, we have often heard like extracurricular activities play a key role, may it be in imbibing leadership skills, management skills, growing your network, or discovering one's true passion for that matter as well. So my question is, what does a normal day in SRCC look like apart from academics?
Yeah. So SRCC is a hub of lot of opportunities available. So one of the most distinguishing factor that I felt about SRCC was the opportunities that it offers to young people who have come from different parts of India, and almost all of them have topped their schools and the states, and they come together at one place. So there are a lot of opportunities available for them. So you name any field, maybe it may be finance, it may be marketing, maybe economics, dancing, music. So we have societies for all of that. SRCC is a hub for more than 30 plus societies from diverse fields. So, first year starts with the selection process of all these societies. You can enroll yourself in the interest of your society. So I had an interest for finance, so I went for the finance society. Okay. Similarly, if I want to learn something new, I want to learn about marketing. So I had to go through the selection process of the marketing society. So a typical day in SRCC looks like this only. In the starting, all the selection process goes on for around 1 month, then all the students become part of certain societies. And then there are meetings throughout the day of different societies. For one meeting is 3 to 3:30, another meeting 3:30 to 4. We decide what all social media campaigns need to be launched for building the social media presence of the society. How to arrange a fest, 3-day fest in the college, and how to launch a social entrepreneurship project. We go for surveys in different parts of Delhi, maybe sometimes outside Delhi. So a typical day in SRCC looks like this only. Almost all the students are indulged in these types of things. Apart from societies, there are also a lot of other extracurricular activities that whole DU circuit offers, which are a lot of competition. So you might often find, students of first and second year discussing among themselves how they are going to go about a case competition, how to maybe do a financial analysis of the company. So that's how a day in SRCC looks like. Apart from academics, there are a lot of opportunity. Each and every one of us are indulged in at least 1 or 2 of them.
Okay, great. Wow, that must be very really exciting for you guys there.
Great. Yeah, it's exciting as well as overwhelming, because it becomes a lot for a student who have just went from a class of 40 students to a hub of 700 plus students. So it becomes a little overwhelming as well.
Okay, great. Okay, so looking at your profile, we must say that you have earned many achievements, and that too in very early stages of your life. So what, according to you, are the key factors to build a good profile or resume?
So basically, if we'll segregate what all actually constitutes a profile, it would be academic qualifications, it would be work experience that we have, and apart from that, there are other things like position of responsibilities that we held not only in college but in school as well, and then extracurricular activities in the form of competitions and all. So, in order to build a good profile, you have to make sure that these 3 years of college are might be life-changing for you. It might be the golden 3 years of your life. So, from the very first day of the college itself, I took some advice from the senior. They said that you have to make the most out of each and every opportunity that come your way in these 3 years. So, I took their words for granted. I, try to make most out of the opportunities available. So my first 1.5 years around, I was not able to participate in a lot of competitions because I was preparing for my CA intermediate examination. So it was a kind of trade-off. I had to leave one thing for the other. So then since I have come into SRCC and people are participating in case competition and finance competition. So, after clearing my CA intermediate in November 2020, I gave my CA intermediate papers. From then to around 6 months till May, I decided to participate in each and every competition that come my way. So I started off from small, starting from the DU circuit competitions and then going to big B school competitions like IIT Delhi and IIM Lucknow. So it all starts with that. You have to make each and most out of each and every opportunity that comes out of your way. And not only opportunity, it might not be possible that every time opportunity comes to you and you have to choose between them. Sometimes you have to create an opportunity for yourself. For example, I had an interest in the field of finance, so I had been following the markets for quite some time. So I messaged people on LinkedIn, told them about how I had an interest in this field, gave them my resume to them. So I asked them to if they will let me work on a research project wherein I can help showcase my skill, contribute something to the company, and at the same time develop my research skill as well. So I was fortunate enough that some of the people out of many whom I messaged replied to them, and I actually got to the opportunity to work under someone who had the experience in industry for more than 10 years. So this is how you have to do this. You have to, a lot of opportunity will come. It does not matter whether you are in SRCC or any other college, but a lot of opportunities will come. So you have to make the most out of it. And that's it. That's, I think, the reason for a good profile, how you can build a good profile.
Great. That is really encouraging. I'm pretty sure that this will surely inspire all the aspirants watching to, keep moving in the right direction and to achieve their goals. So finally, coming to our last question, what message and tips would you like to give to the aspiring CA students?
I had joined coaching for my CA foundation examination as well as CA intermediate examination. So I had this observation, we in the break time we used to converse amongst ourselves. We usually had the conversation about how exams are going to be, and many of the students had this speculation whether they are going to fail in the exams or pass in the exam. They never thought about, most of them, around 90% of them, never thought about the rank that they are going to secure if they, rigorously work hard for the next 3 to 4 months. So I have, there's a lack of, confidence in the CA student because, CA examination is famous for the attempts that the students give to actually clear the CA examination. So I had this one advice for all the CA aspirants out there, if you shoot for the moon, and even if you will miss the moon, you will land among the stars. So I was not able to secure a rank, if I say about myself, in the CA intermediate examination, but I always had this, that I will secure a rank, and at the end I missed the rank by 2 marks. So I scored 616 and rank closed at 618. So that was my story. But, I always thought about the CA rank. So I never had this thing in my mind that I am going to fail the examination. So my message would be, shoot for the moon, you will land on the stars. If you aim for the rank, you might not be able to get the rank, but you will definitely pass the examination in the one attempt. So that would be my advice number one. And second thing, I have seen there is a lot of speculation among the young aspirants that are coming, into the field of chartered accountancy about the incentives and the opportunity that it offers after clearing the chartered accountancy examination. The pay package is not as good as the MBAs are getting, or the opportunities are not very much in the field of investment banking, PE or VC space if we talk about. But after my talking with the alumni of my college and chartered account alumni of who are actually CAs and working in the industry, I have came to know about this, that if you are able to stay at the top of your field, and it does not only go for the chartered accountant, but it also goes for doctors and engineers as well. If you stay at the bottom of your career or profession that you are part of, then you might not be able to get a good package in any field, be it engineer, doctor, or a chartered accountant. But if you stay at the top of your profession, then you will be able to find opportunities in any profession possible. So my message would be, do not speculate on what opportunities would be available 5 years down the line. Chartered accountancy has been a course in India which provides a steady source of income to the aspirants as young as 19 years of age. They get to know how to balance academic and professional life. So you can go for it if you have the interest for numbers, if you have a will to become a certified professional. So you can go for chartered accountancy, but keep these things in mind that only studying the CA curriculum will not lead you anywhere. So you have to keep upskilling yourself. You have to keep molding yourself according to the dynamic industry standards that we are set in as of now. So yeah, that would be my two advices to them.
Okay. So right mindset is the key, I think, to move forward, right? Yeah, so that's true, Bhavay. This will surely help everyone watching us. And thank you so much for taking out time and sharing your thoughts with us. It was indeed a pleasure to have you here as our student mentor. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
So here we conclude our session. With this, see you next time with another thrilling interview. Until then, for what it's worth, drop a like, share, and subscribe to Infigon Futures. Thank you so much.